Okay, paper crafters, the first thing I'm going to show you is, because these are a little more involved, how to make these roses, these beautiful dimensional roses. And what you want to do is take your die from the set, the right here, the LR0164 set, right here. You want to take this die from the set and you want to cut out 8 of them, just like this. And then what I did, I don't know how this is going to work, so this will be kind of a test for all of us, because this one I did on solid pink paper with a little bit of glimmer mist. I finally found a use for my glimmer mist. I'm so happy. And this one I glimmer misted after onto the white paper. This was originally white and I glimmer misted it. So what I did with this is I'm saying, well, let's try to make this look like kind of like a carnation. So after I cut it out, I took a Copic, because Copics won't run, they're alcohol, so when we mist it with the glimmer mist the color won't smear. And then I took one of these hand punches. I have a little one, or however, if you got a paper piercer or a hole, however you can pierce a hole in, I pierced this tiny little hole in the center there, right, you can see there, that little hole. And I did that, what I did is I layered them all on top of each other and then punched the hole. I put them kind of even together and punched the holes, so the holes, when I lined them up, so the holes will be even. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out here, I'm doing this backwards. I have to kind of mark my spot here where camera shows up the best, kind of right there. Okay, so we do that. And then what you do, this is easy, you take the die, and this is how we use the glimmer mist, and I'm going to just use this scrap piece of paper here for a minute, and you spritz it, and you can use water, you don't have to have glimmer mist. I'm just so happy to have a use for my glimmer mist. And you just spritz it to get it a little bit damp, both sides there, and spritz it, and then here's the fun part, you just crumple it up like into a spitball. Just crumple it and do that to all 8 of them and make 8 of those little balls. And then after you're done, you simply undo them gently so they don't tear, and you do that to all 8. And then what we get are, and I've already gotten this here, we have 8 of them. And then you get a brad, and what you do is, what we're going to do is just put these right here. We put these through the hole, and we're going to put all 8. And you don't have to line them up any special way or make sure they're aligned. Actually, off of alignment's a little better. There's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, 6, 7, and 8, our last one there, 8. And then probably the hardest process of all of this is getting your brad to open up here. I have a tool for this. Do you think I'd have it here to use to show you? No, of course not. I'm using my fingernails, which I'll break. But you get the idea. Just kind of get that brad flattened. It will flatten. Now this is the fun part. We start shaping this flower. And this is how you do it. You just scrunch this up. How easy is that? We can all do that, right? We can scrunch. Scrunching's not hard. So you just scrunch it up. And because they're damp, they're going to want to hold the shape a little bit as they dry. Well, mine's so hot and humid here. Oh, the sweat is pouring off of me as I do this. These are drying up very kind of quickly on me in the heat, even though it's humid. Plus I did these in advance so I'd have it ready for you to not waste your time watching me do all this in a row here. Just keep scrunching those up. You can kind of see the deal here. And when I did the edges with this one, I was trying to make a carnation effect. It may look nice, it may not, but it gives you the idea and it defines the edges. So scrunch that up. Got 3 more to go. Keep scrunching here. Scrunch up. Scrunch that. 2 more. Scrunch that up. And then the last one. Here we go. Just scrunch, and then really scrunch that up in a tight, tight little ball. Scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it. Just keep scrunching. Okay. Then the fun part is we kind of just give it now some of how we want to shape it. So we just kind of open it up a little bit, and it's damp. So, and you do use your thick cardstock with this. It will work. That's why we spritz it a little bit. And then you can see just how easy that was. And I think that came out fairly decent for a video. Usually when I do a video I have to make 3 of something because I get nervous and it comes out terrible. But you can see. Simple. And look how pretty that is. It does kind of look like a carnation. It's easy. So everybody try this. If you have this die at home, go do it. Go make me some flowers. So, and that does kind of look like a carnation when you do the edges like that. Okay, now, boy oh boy, these ones. Do I feel dumb? I was doing these totally wrong. I was starting here and working my way around, and I kept going, why don't mine, I was starting in the middle where, and why don't mine look like everybody else's? Yeah, I'm looking at Jenny's and I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I, they come out totally wrong. So you start this way and work your way inward. Now if you have a quilling tool in your possession, get it out. You don't need it because this is a loose roll and you can do it by hand. But for time's sake, I'm going to do this with a quilling tool because it's much quicker. But you don't have to have it. But a lot of us have a quilling tool. Remember when quilling was all the rage and we were all doing that? It's so much fun. I still love to quill. I'm so lucky. I live fairly close to one of the top quillers in the United States. She has her own company, Quilling Creations. She's kind of my neighbor, so it's kind of nice. She's a very nice woman. And what you do is you start at that end and you just loosely roll. And look how, I gotta be quick because of time constraints here. I'm coming up on 7 minutes of my video here, so you just roll it up. And you can do this by hand. Remember what I said, you don't have a quilling tool, don't fret. If you can go to Michael's and buy one because you really like these roses, I would. I'd go buy one to save time. But if these roses are something you're just going to make occasionally for a party box favor or something, do it by hand. It's easy. Most people do it by hand. So there you go. And then you slide it off. You fold this. You fold this over, and this is made to kind of make a little pocket. And you can see on the bottom of the rose right there, see all that quilled in, all that concentric circles? That is where you would get your glue and put a dollop of glue right in there and a little bit of glue on the edges here, and you would fold that over like that. And then before you fold it over though, of course, you let it loose and give it some looseness because it's too tightly at that point. And this is where the middle will poke up. You poke it down like that and glue it, and it would make that beautiful rose. And I'm not going to glue it for time's sake because we don't have time in this video to do that, but that's how they're made. And again, I'll just quickly do this one for you to show you. And please visit my blog for the pricing on these items, or email me with what you want. It's a lovely release. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. It's very versatile. You can make lots of all you card makers, scrapbook makers, and I'm going to show you here how you can do it by hand because, like I said, it's a loose roll. And this one you can bend back. Some people bend it back. I prefer it not bent. I like it to look straight. And bend it over. Do it and release it. And you can see. Easy. Easy peasy. Hope you enjoyed the instructional part of the video. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Take care. Bye-bye.